Wentzville American Legion could come and present the colors. Introduce the Honorable Doug Wynn, our City Mayor of Flint Hill.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And again, thank you for coming. On behalf of the City of Flint Hill, and the Board of Aldermen, the city staff, I want to thank you for joining us this important occasion, the groundbreaking of the Flint Hill Veterans Memorial. Today, we take first step toward creating a permanent place of honor for the brave men and women who have served our country. This memorial will stand as a visible reminder that the freedoms we enjoy, we secured and protected through the courage, dedication, and sacrifice of generations of American veterans. It will also provide a place where families can remember their loved ones, where residents can pause and reflect, and where future generations can learn about the meaning of service and of sacrifice. This project would not be possible without the support of our city staff, residents, local organizations, businesses, and everyone who has contributed their time, ideas, and resources. Your commitment demonstrates the strong sense of patriotism and community that makes Flint Hill such a special place. I would like to specifically recognize and thank Charles Bastine. Charles was the inspiration behind the memorial. A Vietnam veteran, Charles approached the city and asked us to erect a city flagpole in honor of those who have served in our nation's military. Charles, today we break ground on not just a flagpole, but a memorial honoring all veterans who have served our city, county, state, and nation. We'd also like to thank the residents of St. Charles County for helping fund this memorial. A portion of this sales and use tax collected in St. Charles County is dedicated to a park fund reserved for parkland acquisition, development, operations, and maintenance. This memorial will also serve as the City of Flint Hill's first public park. We believe there could be no more meaningful use of our portion of these funds than to create a place that pays tribute to those who have served. The veterans with us today and veterans everywhere will offer our deepest gratitude. We can never fully repay the debt we owe, but through this memorial, we promise that your service and sacrifice will always be remembered. Today, we are not simply breaking ground, we are laying the foundation for a lasting tribute that will honor our veterans for generations to come. Thank you.
This memorial, it wasn't simply about building another monument, it was creating a permanent place in our community to honor the men and women who served in our nation. The inspiration comes, as the mayor said, from Charles Bastine. So when I first started in this position, the very first meeting I attended, Charles came up to me and he said, "Hey, we need a flagpole." And I said, "We have a flagpole, it's sitting right there, you can see it from here." And he goes, "No, that's not the city's flagpole. We should have a dedicated place to honor our veterans." And at the time, I had no idea what I was doing, and we had so many other priorities. I was like, "Okay, Charles, I'm working on it." And he'd come and see us every now and then. I go, "Yeah, Charles, I'm working on it." A couple years later, we just found out we had some money from the park fund, and we decided, you know what, now is the time. Now is the time to create that memorial that Charles had asked for. But we wanted to do more than just a flagpole. We wanted to do a memorial. And as you can see on the poster, this will be the first phase. It'll be a multi-phase project. The first phase will have pavers, an area with benches, and the three flags representing the nation, state, and the city. The second phase will include more of a monument with a retaining wall. We'll probably do some monuments to the services, and we'll have the service flags out front eventually. But that'll be coming. The Flint Hill Veterans Memorial is truly a community project. It's been made possible through the support of the residents, local businesses, volunteers, veterans, and organizations who believe that honoring those who served is one of the greatest responsibilities we share as a community. I'd like to thank everyone who contributed their time, ideas, and encouragement. First and foremost, I want to thank Charles just for being an inspiration for that simple request that led us down this path. I also wanted to thank, he's not here today, but Mark Hackenworth Hill Area Historical Society. They've been great in dealing, they provided a lot of the photos and a lot of stories in history about Flint Hill and about the veterans who've come from Flint Hill. And I thank Weiss Design Group, who helped us with the memorial design. When I went to them with our design, I was like, hey, I just want this circle, and this is what I'm thinking. I want some pavers, and we want poles and all that. And they took my idea and ran with it, and that's what the concept came from them. So I believe that they used a local, one of their employees is a veteran, and he's an engineer, and he's the one who helped design this project. Donovan, I don't think he's here today, but we appreciate that. It was really nice that a veteran was able to help design the memorial. And then I want to thank the city staff for helping coordinate this. And our city seems to be all pulling in the same direction. Our aldermen, all our boards, our staff, we all seem to be pulling in the same direction, and it's really nice to work with a group of people who truly know and see the future for Flint Hill. And I'd like to thank all the citizens who shared photos, memories, stories, and words of encouragement. When we said we were going to build this, a lot of people came up to us and thanked us. In fact, yesterday, an individual was in the Knights Hall. Her husband recently passed, but she came in and we said, oh yeah, you could come to the memorial. And we said, well, your husband was in the service, and she said, oh, absolutely. Well, we're selling pavers. She goes, all right. She was the very first one. She literally pulled $100 out of her purse and said, I want a paver. So she was our very first sale. So it was really nice to see. And she called later and thanked us for doing this. So I want to finish up by saying today's groundbreaking marks the beginning of the vision that becomes a reality. While construction begins today, the purpose of this memorial will endure for generations. It will stand as a lasting reminder to the services, sacrifice, and dedication of our veterans, never to be forgotten. So thank you all for coming today. Dig in and get a shovel full. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Burn it. There you go.